Good evening, my friends. Imagine us gathered in a lush, vibrant garden, the sun dipping low, casting a golden glow over winding paths that mirror the blood vessels in your body. I'm a physician with 50 years of experience in the U.S., a writer, and a researcher of geriatric nutrition. And I'm here to share a story of hope, resilience, and the power of nature to transform your circulation. For decades, I've watched patients battle swollen legs, varicose veins, tingling, and that heavy, tired feeling we're often told is just aging. But let me tell you, age doesn't have to dictate your vitality. Your body's garden can bloom again, and I've seen it happen time and again. Picture Mary, a 68-year-old teacher, hobbling into my office. Her legs so swollen she could barely walk to her mailbox. She'd lost hope, but I saw a spark in her eyes. We started with the basics, and soon her garden was thriving. The secret? Nutrients and simple changes. Let's walk together through this journey, starting with a quiet hero, magnesium. This mineral powers over 300 processes in your body, relaxing muscles, calming nerves, and keeping blood flowing smoothly. Without enough, you might feel tired, battle cramps, or struggle to sleep. I recall John, a 72-year-old farmer, exhausted and cramping nightly. Blood tests couldn't catch his magnesium levels. 99% hides in your cells, but his body was crying out. So, we turned to nature. He started with big, hearty salad spinach, kale, Swiss chard sprinkled with almonds and walnuts. Weeks later, he was back tending his fields, a grin on his face. Then there's vitamin D, not just for bones but a lifeline for circulation. It nurtures the cells lining your vessels, keeping them flexible so blood flows like a swift river. Susan, a 65-year-old librarian, came to me weary, her legs heavy. A blood test showed low vitamin D, so we got her soaking up 15 minutes of gentle morning sun. Her energy bloomed, her legs lightened, like a flower opening to the light. Vitamin K2 joined the dance, directing calcium away from arteries and into bones. Helen, a 70-year-old artist, worried about stiffening vessels. We added fermented foods, natto, sauerkraut, kefir, and her vitality returned, her brush steady. If you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor, but the potential is incredible. Vitamin C, the protector, builds collagen to strengthen veins and fights damage. Robert, a 75-year-old veteran, saw his swelling ease with bell peppers, broccoli, and citrus, his blood carrying oxygen better. And coenzyme Q10, a spark for your cells, fueled Clara, a 69-year-old dancer. As we age, levels drop. But sesame seeds, broccoli, and strawberries brought her back to twirling. Your garden's coming alive, my friends, the paths clearing, the colors bright. Stick with me as we keep nurturing this flow, bringing your body back to its vibrant best. Now, my friends, we're deeper in this garden, the air rich with possibility. And I'm thrilled to share more from my 50 years as a physician, writer, and nutrition expert. Imagine us sitting here, the paths of your blood vessels winding stronger, ready to carry life to every corner of your body. Let's welcome more allies to this journey. Take L-arginine, an amino acid I've seen work wonders. It unlocks nitric oxide, relaxing and widening arteries, so blood flows like a gentle stream. George, a 71-year-old golfer, came to me with heavy legs and high blood pressure. He wasn't ready to quit the green, so we added walnuts, lentils, and chickpeas to his plate. His arteries grew flexible, his pressure eased, and he was back swinging clubs, grinning ear to ear. Potassium, another gem, soothes your vessels like a balm. Picture your arteries as pipes when stiff, the flow falters, raising pressure. Margaret, a 67-year-old baker, had swollen legs from long days and too many processed snacks. We shifted to big salads with spinach, avocados, beets, and pumpkin seeds. 700 to 1,000 milligrams of potassium in one meal. Her legs lightened, her energy steadied. Stress, sugar, and caffeine can deplete it, but nature's got you covered. Then come nitrates, found in foods that turn into nitric oxide, boosting blood flow and easing pressure. Thomas, a 73-year-old carpenter, struggled with leg circulation. We made beets, spinach, and Swiss chard his daily habit. And he was back building furniture, a spring in his step. Consistency matters her. Keep these foods close. Folic acid, or folate, is vital, crafting red blood cells to carry oxygen. Emily, a 70-year-old seamstress, came to me tired, with headaches. Legumes, asparagus, broccoli, oranges, and avocados lifted her, protecting her veins from harm. If you consider a supplement, methylfolate absorbs best. And niacin, vitamin B3, dilates vessels, especially in the legs. Charles, a 71-year-old mechanic, felt cold and numb until mushrooms, avocados, and brown rice warmed him up. Supplements can help, but go for slow-release forms. And consult your doctor to avoid flushing. I've watched these nutrients revive patients, their gardens flourishing, paths clear. Your body's ready for this, too. And we'll keep building on this foundation, tending to your circulation with care and wisdom. We're still strolling through this garden, my friends. The paths of your blood vessels growing stronger, and I'm here with 50 years of wisdom as a U.S. physician, writer, and nutrition researcher. The air's alive with the promise of vitality, and I've seen it happen. Patients shedding the weight of venous insufficiency, their legs light, their energy high. Let's dive deeper, weaving these nutrients into your life. Magnesium keeps showing its magic, relaxing vessels and muscles. Sarah, a 74-year-old grandmother, woke with cramps until spinach, kale, and walnuts turned her nights restful, her days vibrant. Vitamin D, the nurturer, keeps blood flowing smoothly. Frank, a 71-year-old mechanic, felt heavy until 15 minutes of morning sun and fortified foods lifted him, his legs ready for action. Vitamin K2 steers calcium right, keeping arteries flexible. Jane, a 69-year-old teacher, thrived with kefir and sauerkraut, her heart and veins strong. Check with your doctor if medications are involved. Vitamin C builds and protects, strengthening veins. Tom, a 67-year-old farmer, saw swelling fade with citrus, kiwi, and broccoli, his blood surging with oxygen. Coenzyme Q10, the energy spark, revived Ellen, a 72-year-old chef, with broccoli, oranges, and ubiquinol boost, her kitchen alive again. L-arginine opened arteries for David, a 70-year-old hiker, with nuts and lentils, his trails conquerable. Potassium soothed Maria, a 68-year-old seamstress, with avocados, beets, and mushrooms, easing swelling. Nitrates, from beets and greens, boosted Peter, a 73-year-old painter, his blood flowing strong. Folate lifted Anna, a 69-year-old nurse, with legumes and oranges, oxygen flowing free. Niacin warmed Bill, a 71-year-old carpenter, with mushrooms and rice, numbness gone. Now, lifestyle joins the dance. Weight matters, excess fat squeezes veins. Susan, a 66-year-old baker, dropped 5% of her weight with veggies and smaller plates, her veins breathing easy. Stress, the silent foe, spikes cortisol, straining vessels. John, a 70-year-old retiree, found calm with 30-minute walks and yoga, his pressure down. Exercise pumps blood, dilates arteries. Laura, a 68-year-old gardener, swam 30 minutes daily, her circulation soaring. No marathons needed, just move. Your body's craving this, and we'll keep nurturing it, step by step, to make your garden thrive. We're deep in this garden now, my friends. The paths of your blood vessels clearing. And I'm guiding you with 50 years as a physician, writer, and nutrition expert. The energy here is electric, and I've seen patients bloom, leaving behind swollen legs, varicose veins, and fatigue. Let's keep this river flowing. Magnesium relaxes, like it did for Alice, a 74-year-old librarian, whose cramps faded with spinach and nuts, her energy back. Vitamin D strengthened Paul, a 71-year-old driver, with sun and care, his legs light. Vitamin K2 kept Dorothy, a 72-year-old quilter, flexible with kefir, her arteries clear. Vitamin C rebuilt James, a 67-year-old fisherman, with bell peppers and guava, veins strong. Coenzyme Q10 sparked Ruth, a 71-year-old pianist, with strawberries and broccoli, her fingers flying. L-arginine eased Edward, a 70-year-old carpenter, with lentils and nuts, pressure down. Potassium helped Betty, a 68-year-old nurse, with avocados and greens, swelling gone. Nitrates lifted Sam, a 73-year-old gardener, with beets and spinach, flow strong. Folate revived Martha, a 69-year-old baker, with asparagus and oranges, oxygen-rich. Niacin warmed Henry, a 72-year-old driver, with mushrooms and rice, cramps eased. Lifestyle amplifies this. Weight control freed Linda, a 66-year-old clerk. With a 5% drop, her veins happy. Stress relief calmed Michael, a 72-year-old accountant, with walks and meditation, vessels relaxed. Exercise boosted Grace, a 68-year-old florist. With 30 minutes of dancing, circulation thriving. Avoid sodium-heavy foods. Henry swapped chips for greens, his flow smoother. Your body's a marvel, ready to heal. These nutrients and habits are your tools, and I've seen them work wonders. We're nearing the end, but your garden's alive, ready to carry you forward with strength and ease. Here we are, my dear friends, resting in this vibrant garden. The paths of your blood vessels flowing strong. I'm your Guida, 50-year U.S. physician, writer, and nutrition researcher, thrilled to see your journey bloom. We've walked together, reviving your circulation, banishing venous insufficiency's burdens. Magnesium lifted Mary, a 68-year-old teacher, with spinach and nuts, cramps gone. Vitamin D lightened Paul, a 71-year-old driver, with sun, his energy back. Vitamin K2 steadied Helen, a 70-year-old artist, with kefir, arteries flexible. Vitamin C strengthened Tom, a 67-year-old farmer, with citrus, veins robust. Coenzyme Q10 sparked Clara, a 69-year-old dancer. With broccoli, her stamina soaring. L-arginine eased George, a 71-year-old golfer, with lentils, pressure down. Potassium soothed Maria, a 68-year-old nurse, with avocados, swelling faded. Nitrates boosted Sam, a 73-year-old carpenter, with beets, flow strong. Folate revived Emily, a 70-year-old seamstress, with oranges, oxygen flowing. Niacin warmed Charles, a 71-year-old mechanic, with mushrooms, numbness gone. Weight control freed Susan, a 66-year-old baker. With a modest drop, veins clear. Stress relief calmed John, a 70-year-old retiree, with walks, pressure eased. Exercise lifted Laura, a 68-year-old gardener, with swimming, circulation alive. Avoid sodium, like Henry did, and embrace greens. Your body's ready to thrive. Start small salads with spinach and nuts, 15 minutes of sun. A sip of kefir, a bite of citrus. Move daily, walk, dance, swim. Breathe deep, ease stress with yoga. Consult your doctor, especially for supplements or medications. To make this yours. I've seen patients glow, their gardens vibrant, legs strong, energy high. You're not bound by age, your river flows swift. Tend this garden with nutrients, movement, calm. I believe in you. Care for yourself, watch your vitality soar. If this touched you, drop a comment. Below, share your story. Subscribe for more, and let's keep this journey alive. Take care, my friends.